Hello, crafty friends. It's Courtney Brickner, the CB behind the Crafty Brick. Welcome to my YouTube channel if you haven't been here before. If you have, welcome back. I'm very excited to share a project with you today and show you how to make these mugs that have all the different words in them with different fonts and different colors. So it's like a word cloud, and I'm going to show you an app, or actually a website called WordArt, where you can design so many different kinds of shapes, sports, I don't even know, all kinds of things, stars, mugs. I'm just going to show you how you can create all of these different things in WordArt and how you print them out and make your own custom design. So I'm going to walk you through all of that today, and I'm very excited to share it with you because I love making these name mugs. They're a really popular item in my shop, and I'm going to show you how to do it today. So let's go ahead, jump into the computer. I will show you WordArt. I'll show you how I export it from WordArt, import it into Leonardo Design Space, and then print it with my Sawgrass printer and make it. I'm going to show you everything. So you're going to know from start to finish how to do this today. So let's get started. Okay, we're starting out. We are going to go up here to WordArt. And you will log in. I'm already logged in here, but go to the dashboard and you'll see these are some of them that I've already made. This one's pretty fun with the bicycle shape, and this has actually, that person's name in it, Matt, and then the heart shape. So most of them I've done have been for mugs, but you can do a lot of different shapes, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So we'll go to create, and we'll make one for my daughter. So I am going to use, you can put any names you want, any words you want. I am just going to use a lot of different Kaya, and I'll add another line. So I'll do 5 different Kaya. Now here, the colors, you can change the colors so it can match a palette that you have in mind. We'll apply it there. We'll maybe do a pink. Let's apply that. This one, maybe we'll do a yellow. Apply there. How about this blue and a green? Actually, I don't really like that one. Let's go with a red. And actually, while we're at it, I see a rainbow forming, so let's go ahead and add in orange. Okay. Red, orange, yellow, green. Oh, we might as well do purple while we're at it. Okay, so here's our rainbow colors. Let's go ahead and choose some fonts first so we can change to different fonts for each word. I'm just choosing some right now. I don't actually know what each of these is. And then I'm going to click visualize. And it will show me what it looks like with these different fonts. So you'll see the purple font is the B Pre-Play Italic. So that's the purple font there. So they're all going to be the same. The purple is all going to be that same font. And then the yellow, the blue, so all the fonts coordinate with the color. If you want it, let's see, which one were we doing? I want to make it so this red Kaya only shows up one time in the middle. I don't want it to have it going all those other times throughout. I want it to just be special in the middle. Repeat. Let's see, we're going to put it on manual. So then I get the option of repeating there. So I don't want the Kaya to repeat. It doesn't show up right away because I'm going to need to visualize it again. So I'll click visualize, and now you'll see the red Kaya with that Alex brush regular is the only one that's showing up one time. All the other ones are repeating because we've got repeat selected. So you can add more words, you can add more fonts, you can add more colors, you can do whatever you want as far as setting up your what's going to be included in your word cloud. Now we've got shapes here. So these are all the shapes that you can choose for your word cloud to be formed in. When you click on it, it doesn't automatically happen. You have to click visualize in order to see what it looks like. So you've got Kaya, you can do the number 0, you can do a heart, you can do any of these shapes that you want. Never done a turkey. Let's see what a turkey looks like. Interesting. All right, so you've got all these options down over here, birthday, Christmas, clouds, lots of different things. We're going to be making a mug today. So let me see the shapes. I don't think the shape that I need is in here. Are there geometric shapes? Oh, there they are, geometric shapes. Okay, so they've got a circle, square, star. None of these are actually what I need for the mug. So you can upload shapes as well. So let's go ahead. Oops, where's my rectangle? So I have 2 rectangles here. This one is just an outline. If I upload that one, then it's just going to be like a rectangle outline. Let me show you what it will look like and why we don't want to do this one. So it's highlighted. Let's click visualize. And you see it's just the outline of that. So maybe if you wanted a frame with a name on the outside, then this would be perfect. But that's not what I want because I want it on the mug. So let me go back. I'm going to do another rectangle. And I would like it to be this filled in rectangle. So we've got it highlighted, click visualize. There we go. So this is what the mug will look like. Now we'll go to layout. You can change the layout of your words so that they're sideways. I wish that it would just show me what it is when I click on here, but unfortunately it doesn't do that. You have to click visualize whenever you want to see exactly what it looks like. Oh, you can do custom angles, so random. So I just really like it with the horizontal for the mugs. That's just what I'm going to choose today. Auto fit, this will increase or decrease the amount of words that you have. So I can keep as is, auto define will allow me to have more words throughout. So it's just going to make them a little bit smaller. And then click visualize. I think auto works well. It kind of sets them up the way that looks good in the design. Intensity is going to give you the intensity of the words. There you go. Sorry, I forgot that part. I don't usually change this very much. So definitely lower so that you can see those little words that are in the middle and make some more vibrant. Perfect. Words inside letters. So this is clicked, yes, there's words inside letters. So like you can see Kaya is inside that A right there. And up here, Kaya is inside those A's. If I click this and then click visualize, there'll be no words inside any of the letters. So that definitely doesn't look as good as it could. So we'll go ahead and click words inside letters, visualize. Style. Color palettes. You can add a color palette if you would like. I like the colors that we have. Background color. I personally do not like this gray background color because that is going to leave a line on your mug because it's not white. So you'll definitely see an outline on that. So I either think you should do white, which that doesn't even look that white. It still looks kind of grayish. I think making it transparent, that's what I typically do, make transparent. But if you want it to be another color, you definitely can do that too. Maybe you want it to be gray. And that's the way it will print out. So you'll have gray around your names, and then on your mug, there'll be a gray box. Okay, so why don't we go back and make this transparent, because I definitely want it to be transparent when I download it. So now that we've got it all set up, once you've got everything the way you like, you've got your words, you can change those, you've got your shapes. These are all the fonts that you can actually choose from. I didn't look at all them before, but you can look at all the fonts here so you can see what they look like. And then when you go up to change your words, all the fonts are listed there. If you want to add another font, you can also do that by clicking right there. And then you can upload a font from your computer. So if you've got some fonts that you really like working with, then you can do that. Then we've got our layout, our style, everything is all good to go. And then you can save it. Oh, I don't even have it titled, so let me name it Kaya, and then I'll save it as Kaya. We're going to rename it. Okay, so we've got Kaya saved. And then what you do is you go up here and you download. If you're downloading a standard PNG or a standard JPEG, then that is free. You are able to use that for personal use. If you want to sell these designs, then you're going to have to download a high quality image, one of these down here. And let me go back here. These are the prices for the high quality packs. So if you're planning on selling these, then you would need to download the high quality images, and then those include the commercial license. I'm just going to do the standard PNG, and now we're good to go. So it's downloaded. Now what we're going to do is go over to Leonardo Design Studio, import it in there, and I'll show you how to do that. All right, I'm now here in Leonardo Design Studio. I am going to click File up here at the top left and click Import. And I've got my Kaya PNG. So we've got Print and Cut here. Let's go ahead and click Next. And it's scanning our file right now and importing it. And we'll click Next again and then Finished. All right, so now it is on our canvas. We're going to go over here to width. We're going to make that 8.5. Actually, unlock this. 8.5. And we're going to change this to 3.5. Now we'll spin it on around so it fits on the paper that we're going to be cutting. These red brackets here are telling us it's outside of the cut area, that our registration marks are outside. So we bring it back to the middle. We've got all black registration marks, although we're not going to be using the registration marks. That's if we were going to be doing a print and cut, but we're really not. We're just going to go up here to File. We're going to export this artwork, and we're going to come down here. We're going to export it as a PNG. You could do SVG, PDF, JPEG, TIFF. We're going to do a PNG with 300 DPI. And we're going to click Save, and we're going to call it Kaya Mug. Save. We're going to replace the one that we had before. Now what we're going to do is come up here to our print manager, click there, click Open Local File. We are going to be using our Sawgrass printer. So we've got our Sawgrass. We're going to click Ceramic Mug. Make sure it's on mirror. It is. Our layout, we're going to preserve the layout from the designer. our job here. We've got 3.5 by 8.5, and we are ready to send this to the printer. And here's our mug, our printout. We are ready to cut it and get it all ready to press on our mug. Okay, I'm using my heat transfer warehouse Walla press. Is it? Okay, it's on. So I'm just waiting for the light to turn orange, and it'll let us know that it's ready to press. We will take our paper here. Let's put this cord over there. All right, let's get our paper cut and get it ready to put on the mug. Oh, it heats up fast. It's already ready. Okay. We're almost ready. Not quite. All right. So I got my mug. I'm just going to wipe it off with a lint roller so we don't get any blue spots when we press it. And then we will put it on our mug. And then we'll go ahead and place our mug in the press. Push this left arrow. And then we wait until it opens up. Okay, we're waiting for all of these green lights to turn green. So we've got one more, and then the mug will be finished. All right, opening up. We're just gonna set it right here so it can cool for a little bit, and then we will do the reveal. Okay, now it's had time to cool. Let's go ahead and peel off our tape, our sublimation tape. And look at our mug, it's so nice. All the different fonts, all the different colors and names. I love how it turned out. So that is how you make these mugs. I'm so excited that you were able to be here with me and walk through each step. These really are the perfect gifts for birthdays, anniversaries, girls' trips. I just love them because you can customize them in so many different ways. And you saw the bicycle. I mean, whatever you like, you can make a word cloud present with that. So I hope that I was able to explain it easy enough so that you can do it on your own. If you do, I would love to see it. Go ahead and join my Facebook group because I love to see the things that you make and that you've been inspired to create by watching my videos. So I would love to check it out. Thank you so much for being here. I know you could be doing anything else, so I really appreciate that you chose to spend some of your time with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn the notifications so that you don't miss anything crafty, because I'm here every week sharing something with you. And I will be back next week. And until then, stay crafty, my friends. Bye.